I am Talia Dallas, representing as your Miss Kentucky. I started off at the National American Miss Pageant whenever I was in high school. After that, I went on to the Regency International Pageant, and now I will be going to Miss my Old Kentucky Home in Bardstown, Kentucky. This is a scholarship pageant that is in partnership with the Miss America organization. And now we're at the phase where we're going to be practicing my interview skills. And on the regional level, the judges were saying that I focused way too much on my bio, which isn't bad, especially because in Kentucky, like we come, to like sell something, market yourself, make sure people know who you are. It's about kind of like how Big Texas has Big Texas, Kentucky has big bucks, like big sales and stuff like that. So we are the home of the Derby. So excuse me if I went there being a little bit too bright and shiny. And they said it was sometimes hard to get a word in. But I was just excited and had a story to tell. So that was kind of like my first time traveling abroad. It was in Las Vegas, Nevada. Whereas the National American Miss Pageant came to Kentucky. Kentucky gets a lot of tourists that come in and out. So you don't have to leave Kentucky to see the world. And so I stepped outside of the box and I did go see the world at the Regency International Pageant in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it was amazing. But after getting my feedback from my judges, I'm practicing on everything. So another thing was they said repetitiveness. Still working on that one. Definitely working on that one. And so I'm going to read y'all my everything for this pageant. And it's okay to say that I don't know everything that I sent in off the top of my head. This was a scholarship pageant where they gave us a Google Drive form and we had to make a total of 7 submissions. So let's go ahead and test my memory to see what I know before I get it all out and practice live on camera with you. So let's talk about it. One thing was pageant. Silly. One thing was talent. I had to submit the music for my talent on the Google Drive link as well as by email. So I did that. And then there was another one where you had to do your talent introduction, which is going to be read by the MC of the pageant. And it says something like, coming to you from Kentucky. This is Talia Dallas. Rajetta. Mommy! So, anyways, then it was supposed to be read by the MC, and it's like Talia Dallas will be singing a song called Safari, which was originally performed by Vanessa Williams in the 1996 hit movie Elmo in Grouchland. And then my song comes on, and we already practiced the dance. But the one thing that I do have to remember in preparation for the pageant is that there's a long intro, and I'm supposed to walk, like really walk myself into the song on some ba-doom, 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 and then I listen up, cause I got something to say. I tell ya, take a look around and tell me that you don't see something in this worthless pile of garbage and debris. But we did that inside another video. So that was talent. We talked about what the MC was going to say. We planned how we're going to get to the spot, how we're going to start. And then I'm stopping on the doom. Sha la 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 la. Yeah. And I'm walking off stage. So, of course, don't forget to give the judges a final look. Final farewell. But I'm also not allowed to wave at this one. On an international level, they told me that they would prefer for me not to wave on stage. And I had on a costume. And there's nothing wrong with talking about your mistakes, especially publicly, because that's how you grow, okay? And there's lots of girls out there hoping and praying to go out and achieve their dreams. So let me give you all the tea. So anyways, so yeah, no waving on stage, but if you're a little tiny one, you can wave. But anyways, I might sneak in a goodbye wave just between me and you. It might come naturally. I might just do it. The feedback that you're going to get from the judges is going to be like lifelong changes. If they told you something that you could fix in 30 seconds, then it probably wasn't true. Okay. Additionally, I've been talking about the feedback that I got from the judges so that I don't have to weigh it on my heart. They weren't judging me based off of who I was, they were judging me based off of who I presented myself as, meaning that it wasn't just like a friendship. This is really like a competition, and they're looking for a certain ambassador to represent their organization. And I just needed to work on my organization sometimes. And that's okay. So, anywho, back on track to what we were talking about, which was the 7 things that the pageant people asked me for. First was music. I had to submit it on the Google Drive as well as an email. Then I had the talent theme for the MC to read. Okay. Then I had a headshot. On the Regency level, I learned that judges go and they zoom in really, really close on your photos to check for evidence of Photoshop, filters. I was told that overall, our pageant, our group of contestants, every single last one of them scored pretty low on pictures. We got a 4 out of 10, which means that the judges didn't even favor specifically our pageant. I really feel like they got people who were true to themselves, and I don't feel like it was quite that biased. Not really. So, anywho, um, if you do feel like you have a judge that doesn't like you, before you do your interview, let somebody know, okay? Just speak up. It's okay. And if you want to wait till after, that's okay. But you need to let somebody know so you can have another chance. But the point was, they were looking for edits. So, no edited photos. They told us no big crowns, no hats, not anything that would have took away from your beauty. And honey, I thought I was good in my hat. And during my pageant critique, whenever the coach lady got to talk to me, she let me know that it's okay for people to have an opinion that's different from yours, okay? And some things would just be a judge's opinion, okay? It's just water under the bridge. But you should definitely learn from it so you can predict how to win the next time. So, anywho, no big hats in your headshots, no crowns, nothing that takes away from your beauty. And they even said really big hair was bad. A lot of girls have really big hair. They said too much makeup is always bad. But I'm rocking and I'm trying to work on my interview skills, and I was definitely rocking during my interview. Because Kentucky is where I'm from. But anywho. Okay, so we talked about headshot. I had to register for the Miss America organization. There's a chance that you may already be a part of it if you have competed with the pageant that was affiliated with Miss America before. You only have to sign up once. You don't have to keep signing up. But you can, but you don't have to. Okay, you pay $40 and it's good for a while. So what else? Had to sign up for Miss America. I had to order clothes from Rebel Clothing Line. So the International Pageant gave me this shirt. National American Miss gave me a shirt. Some pageants give you like bags, cups. You're gonna get something that they want you to wear to say that you're part of the organization. And what I'm getting from that pageant is my Rebel Athletic clothing line. It was actually supposed to come in the mail today. My first package came. I had to send it back due to size and difficulties, but I'm praying that that's on the way. But if not, I'm just going to order another piece so that I can have it by pageant day. But nevertheless, I always do stuff early. My pageant isn't until September 23rd. So I have a little time left. Not that much, but a bit. So you want all your clothes to come approximately 2 weeks before the pageant date. Okay? And preferably more, but you want to always get the word that fast, you know? So anyways, I love my Rebel athletic clothing. That was something that I had to order. Now let's talk about the scholarship side of the things. A scholarship meaning that you can win money for participating inside the pageant. Okay? Scholarship is good. This particular pageant, you can win the scholarship money even if you've already been to school. It's about your dreams, investing in yourself. It's an opportunity. I am a proud Kentucky graduate where the Kentucky Lottery paid a large portion of my college fees. Kentucky cares about education, and if you ever trying to expand your horizon, come see us, okay? Visit my city. But additionally, so I had to turn in, some people call it an essay, but really it was my community service initiative, which means like it was the thing where I had to write a whole paper, numbered 1 through 4, answering specific questions that they had, but I had to put it into an essay. And you can put your stuff in either order that you like. Like it could have been 1, 3, 2, and 4. So I have to read that just to have it in the back of my mind because the judges on the international level were saying that they don't want me to just perform. They don't want me to just tell you what was on my paper. They wanted to hear from my heart. So I'm trying to read it, forget about it, put it inside my heart, and then figure out how to talk about it naturally. But we can do that, okay? It's gonna be easy as pie. So there's a community service initiative that I had to do. You could have also went up for the Heart of Life Award. I chose not to because you had to get 2 letters of recommendation, and that frightened me because I didn't feel like I was going to have enough time. And that's okay because I already went to college, okay? So I wanted the girl who really never got to go to college at all to get that. So then that was when I had to talk about the initiative side of what I did with my specific pageant, which is the Ronald McDonald Foundation, which is not a beauty pageant, but I did it for the Regency International Organization to give money to a cause beyond myself. It was part of my appearances as Miss Kentucky while running to be Miss Regency International. Okay, so I started a foundation called Give a Happy, and I pass out Happy Meals for free to children because a Happy Meal gives a sick child a plan, gives a sick child the opportunity to live close to their family while they receive care. Okay, there are children out there who are bedbound. And it's hard to see your parents when you live in a hospital because mom and dad don't have a room. But the Ronald McDonald Foundation believes in giving mom and dad a room extremely close to the hospital where their child is receiving care at. So yeah, but after my pageant interview feedback, I'm going to talk about what I do inside the organization and not so much what the organization is. Okay? That's just going to be my tactic to save me time and get them to focus on my heart. And although I'm doing the Miss My Old Kentucky Home Pageant, I'm using all of my experience to get me where I really, really want to be. You know? So, yeah. And last but not least, just want you to know that life is short and we kind of do sometimes run out of time in the sense that uh, you'll get closer and closer to 30, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that not a lot of pageants have opportunities for women past 30. That's totally fine, okay? But what I do want to say is that I found a home in Regency International Organization. I found a home in Miss My Kentucky Home. We just had a Miss Universe who won, and she was a mom. So go after your dreams. I was just letting you know that there is a clock on this. So try to get in early as you can. And of course, you're going to miss it, especially if you started off as a tiny and you can beat it up until age 30. You're going to miss it with all of your heart. But it's okay, okay? Just deep breath and have fun. So, anyways, the absolute last thing that I had to turn in was my interview fact sheet, where they asked me questions and I had to answer. And honey, I'm focusing on the questions such as bucket list because my service is something that I've been doing for nearly a decade now. I've been working with children and doing community outreach since I was 15. Okay. I'm in my 20s now. But so on this interview fact sheet, I had to answer a couple questions, about 10 of them. And I'm going to focus on bucket list because people love it when pageant girls have personality. But at the same time, you got to be a good listener. It's like trying to find the balance. Lord, is it hard to do for the video of me who likes to talk a lot. So I've always been Miss Chatterbox, and I'm going to read over that. I'm going to read it to y'all. Then I'm going to practice them asking me the question. It's really going to be my voice, and you guys are going to be able to hear it. And then I'm going to answer it on camera. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch the footage. And I'm going to be like, pause there. do this. I'm just gonna make it glide more. Last but not least, total fun now is the fact that I watched Miss Congeniality yesterday, and her pageant coach taught her a lot. So let me just give you this bag of tea really quick, okay? Just tie this up inside a little wind bag and put it in your pocket, okay? Here you go. Pageant coach, you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's get it. A queen's face is always parallel to the floor. He said, what are you looking down for? Okay? He said, a queen doesn't walk, she glides. And you glide, and you glide, and you glide. It's kind of like that TikTok challenge where the people are really not walking at all, but they're walking. So he said it's a glide, face parallel to the floor. Last but not least, he said yes, never, yeah. So that's about it. And he also, every time she picked up a donut, he handed her a carrot or a celery stick. And Patrick Planet just gave everybody a big shout out for their special plan of eating right. But now that I'm doing the Miss My Old Kentucky Home Pageant, we had to talk about Misfit America and how they asked me my personal fitness goal. We have to get a little personal. So my personal fitness goal is to change my set point. Your set point is like this weight and this appetite that you typically function at. All of the food that we eat, our body gets something from it. I have nothing wrong with saying that ever since I was young, I love sugar. Sour Patch Kids, donuts, ice cream. Sugar was great for me. And even now that I'm a vegetarian, honey, I was enjoying sugar. And once they talked about how if you eat one donut, it does something to your brain, it makes you want another donut. And so your body's set point is based off of comfort, kind of, and what you naturally need. And so my goal is to reduce my set point at some point in my life. All your goals don't got to have a date, but I just wanted to reduce my set point. And after following my diet of fruits and vegetables rather than sugar, I've been doing better with the cravings. I feel healthier. My bloating went down a lot. But I appreciate Misfit America for teaching me that we don't have to focus on weight or size. We can focus on reducing our set point. They just really helped us understand our bodies even more. So take that and put it in your heart. And I am your Miss Kentucky. The Miss My Old Kentucky Home Pageant is coming up really, really soon. But in my interview, I won't be allowed to repeat myself. So let me give you a goodbye from the heart. All I wanted to say was bye. I have appreciated this time getting to know each and every single last one of you. Press subscribe, okay? See you next time, my friend. I said goodbye for now to you, my friend. Goodbye for now until we meet again. It's been great to sing and laugh and play together in the box, but now it's time to say goodbye. I said so long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now until we meet again.